everyone, and welcome back to Poets and Quants' Must Reads, your quick, digestible recap of the top business school news, sponsored by Center Court, our virtual admission events. I'm your host, Christy Blyzeffer, and I'll be highlighting the most important P&Q stories you might have missed. So let's get to it. Number 1, high and low MBA salaries and bonuses at the top 100 business schools. If a big payday is the big motivator for pursuing an MBA, the M7s are still showing the money, at least according to U.S. News and World Report's data released along with its 2026 ranking of MBA programs. In fact, looking at average for all M7 graduates from the class of 2025, the lowest average salary went to grads from Northwestern Kellogg. That's at $167,151, the ninth highest average in the U.S. News ranking. The payday party at the big elite U.S. business schools holds true despite a tougher job market for both offers and salaries at tiers below the M7s. In this story, we pulled U.S. News' salary and sign-up bonus data for the top 100 business schools in the U.S. You can find it on our homepage. Number 2, shutdown of MIT's Sloan Management Review marks a turning point for business thinking. Rita McGrath, a professor at Columbia Business School and one of the world's most cited strategy scholars, said Dean Richard Locke's decision to close the storied journal signals a disturbing disruption in how management ideas reach the people who need them most. McGrath, an advisory board member for the journal, spoke to Poets and Quants for the upcoming closure, and you can read the story from our news tab. Number 3, Harvard calls on its B school to help plug university's budget gap. It's an open secret in higher education. Business schools are among the biggest cash cows on any university campus. So when Harvard University's finances began buckling under federal funding cuts and endowment pressures last year, it turned, predictably, to Harvard Business School. According to the Harvard Crimson, which obtained notes from a November 2025 internal presentation, Harvard asked HBS to raise its surplus contribution to the university's operating results for fiscal year 2026, a target that climbed over the summer from roughly $60 million to $82 million. A subsequent April presentation projected a university target of $97 million for fiscal year 2027. You can read the full story now in our trending tab. Number 4, our weekly roundup of news you can use. No matter where you are in your B-School journey, we bring several helpful stories for you this week. First up, the 2026-2027 MBA admission events. This school-by-school list collects information and meetup events at all the major business schools, just in time to prepare for admission season. Find it on our homepage. Next, 1/3 of this MBA admission firm's clients got into Harvard, Stanford, or Wharton. Get the name of the third firm and their valuable admission advice by clicking on our admissions hub. And finally, the MBA Applicant's Guide to AI in 2026. AI is now part of every MBA applicant's world. Candidates are using it to brainstorm, to draft, and increasingly to submit work that lands directly on admission committees' desks. This guide will tell you what's allowed, what's risky, and what you should never do. You'll find it on our homepage. And that's it for this week's Must Reads recap. I also want to alert school seekers to our events tab from our main menu. There you'll find all the upcoming admission events to a range of degrees and programs, including full-time and online MBAs, specialized masters, entrepreneurship, and more. Again, I'm Christy Blyzeffer, and you can join me next week right here for a recap of what's important in the world of business education. Thanks for listening.